Well, I got my '08 GT500 in the shop here. I'm gonna do some suspension work on it in this video. My goal this year is to run this thing on a road course. In order to do that, I for sure have to fix the suspension. This thing's got, I think, 120,000 miles on it. And these S197s are notorious when they get higher mileage that the front suspension just starts going. So this video I'm gonna do the upper strut mounts, but later on I need to do pull the transmission. I'm gonna put a shifter in it, and I need to stop an oil leak that's going on. I got some other suspension stuff I'm gonna put on it. So when I do go to the track, hopefully it can be pretty good on the track. So, but let me see if I can get you a video that you can hear the clunking as I turn the wheels on this thing. I'm pretty sure it's the upper strut mount. At low speed turns, it's clunking and kind of making snapping noises. And now it's gotten so bad at like higher speeds, this side over here is starting to get a little bit of wobble going to it. So let me see if I can't get a video you can hear what's going on. All right, this driver's side is the worst. It's usually where you hear the clunking noises. Let's see if I can get it to. And I couldn't get either side to make any noise when it's stationary. For sure when it's going in and out of like driveways and stuff like that, when I turn the wheels, it really clunks. On that side really bad, but this side over here, it's like vibrating when I'm driving. So let me get it up in the air and we'll take a look with the wheels off. All right, I'm on the passenger side here, and the wobble, you can feel that it's loose. The whole thing's kind of moving around. And I wasn't sure if it was the upper strut mount or I even pulled the cap off for the spindle nuts. I replaced the bearings in these recently, and I'll show you. It's the lower control arm. I'll zoom in and show you. Here is the front control arm bolt, and watch as I wiggle it. You can see that thing's moving all around. So it looks like that guy might have came loose, and that bushing's probably done on that thing. One more thing to fix. Let's see if I can tighten that up. All right, I got a socket on the other side. I'm gonna see if I can't tighten this guy up. Oh. All right, I got that tight. No more wobbling on that, but take a look at what it did to the wheel on this thing. Like chewed it down to the threads all the way around. So I'm gonna have to get a new tire. All right, check the driver's side, and it's tight. No wobble on this side. All right, these are the upper strut mounts that I got, Ford Performance. These, I'll put the part number down below. I'll also have these on the website for sale. I'll put a link down below. The part number is M18183-C. Let's see what we got inside. All right, so here they are. These are GT500 spec. I think they're factory on the 13, 14 GT500s. They'll fit the early, so the 05 to 10, I think models. I'll put the years that it fits down below, but these are supposed to be like harder rubber for the GT500 models, track pack or something, but they sound pretty good. Probably way better than the ones that are going to come off. All right, here I already disconnected the sway bar end link. For some reason I didn't hit record at the right time or something, but there you can see it's undone from the strut. And now I'm going to remove this brake line bracket. This ABS sensor wire is usually connected right here too, so if yours is still connected, then you have to disconnect that. Now we can do these strut bolts down here. Okay, these have a nut on this side that's got a little holder on that, so we should be able to just hit it with an impact. Okay, we should be able to just work these bolts out of here now. All right, I don't like a whole lot of tension on the brake line, so I got this little cable holding the spindle up so it's not pulling on this brake line, but I just don't want to stress it out. All right, that's pretty much everything on the bottom. Now I'm going to lower it down and get the 3 strut bolts off the top, and then I should be able to just drop it out. All right, I guess there's 4 strut mounts on here, so now when you do the last one, you got to kind of hold the strut because it's going to want to fall out of there. All right, there's the strut, ready to go. There's some kind of lowering spring. I'm not sure what brand they are. Blue ones, maybe Stita or something. All right, I got the strut and the strut mount here, and I got the spring compressed down. You can use different types of spring compressors to do this, but you basically want to hold the spring so that you can get this top nut off of here. Once you get the top nut off of here, you can lower out the strut and get the strut mount off the top of the spring. There is little cutouts in these strut mounts for the kind of the pigtail of the spring to sit in, so make sure you get it in the right spot when you put the new one on the spring. Here you can see that step or cutout on the bushing of the upper strut that the spring sits in. And now I'm just going to raise the strut back up through there, guide the top of the strut through the strut mount hole, and try and get that nut started so you can hit it with an impact and bring it back down there. All right, so there's one side installed. This one, it doesn't seem too bad, but I didn't think that the passenger side was the worst one, other than that wobble, but the wobble didn't turn out to be the upper strut mount. The left front, when I do that one, it seemed like it had a lot more knocking noises and stuff. I thought that the left front was the worst, making noise. It was weird to me that the right front was wobbling, but there's one side. Now I just got to put this back in. All right, now with the 4 nuts ready to go, I'm gonna shove this thing back up there. There's an arrow on here. I'm pretty sure that means, I'm not sure what that means. I think it's pointing out. I think it's supposed to point out. All right, so this top nut right here was 60 foot-pounds, and these 4 out here are 26 foot-pounds. Now these lower strut bolts, work these in, they get torqued to 150 foot-pounds. So for these, you're just gonna have to kind of work it up in there. Now we can reattach our brake line. And finally, the sway bar end link. All right, this side is done. Now I'm going to repeat those steps on the other side, and if I can see a difference in the upper strut mount, I'll show you that too. I think the other side is going to be a lot worse. All right, so I did get the driver's side out. I don't notice much difference in these things, but it probably needs to be under load for it to be popping and knocking and stuff like that. All right, so that's it. I got them both in there. Only thing left to do now is take this thing out for a test drive. All right, time to see if those upper strut mounts were what's making the noise. All right, I'm just gonna take it around the parking lot because it didn't take long before these made any kind of noise. Like when you turn at low speed, like driving around a parking lot, is when it would really make knocking and clicking and stuff like that. Like I said, it was mainly from the left side. Oh yeah, I don't hear anything. It's smooth as butter now. It would happen on like when I'd slow down. Oh, what was that? I don't know what that little clicking was. Alright, so I still have a little bit when I get on the brakes a little bit, but I don't think that's from the upper strut mount. Not sure what that's from. But the turning, it used to happen whenever I'd turn. I really noticed it when I would turn to the left, and I don't notice any of that anymore. Nice and quiet. You turn it all the way right, all the way left, no problems. Just when I get on the brakes a little bit, which is weird. Might just be a bushing for that. I need to go through this entire suspension. This thing's got, I think, 120,000 miles on it. But already I can tell that this is way better. There's no clunking anymore when I turn it. So I'm happy. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you got any comments or questions down below, and make sure you like and subscribe to see more Mustang content coming soon.